everyone, I am Palpatine001 aka The Senate, and we are here with Cities Skylines 2 on a very wet Friday afternoon in September, with it being about 19 degrees in autumn. We're here with 3.4, which is basically looking back at how everything has progressed since we let the simulator rip in 3.3, and boy has the city come along. But it's also got a few teething issues which needed to be worked out on the fly, and still that needed to be worked out now. For example, this is still extremely busy as they all go to and from Foxy's Dive, which is providing, seems to be the entertainment spot of the situation. And we've had to modify this a few times to keep the trams going, which are now working effectively, while still allowing pedestrians and critical services to move through. Those ambulances will get through, or hopefully on the next set of lights. As you can see at the pedestrian, it's just absolutely nuts, but then again it continues all the way through because of the rail station as well. One thing I forgot to do in 3.3 was do bus stops on this side, which we'll do here as well. In fact, we're going to pause it for the moment. Just to get the transit running on this side. Meanwhile, to cope with the demand still present, I've started getting ready the islands. Now this won't be part of the series, this I'll just do off screen and let rip in between 3.4 and of course 4.4, which is Huntley, which is establishing this industrial coal mining town. Ready to go. And meanwhile, we'll keep it running. Yeah, some houses haven't filled out because residents are still basically all moving in. Now I have adjusted, yeah, you can see still a lot moving in. I have adjusted the tax system a little bit, so I am offering subsidies at the moment to get highly educated in here to help get some of the industry and office over the line. Otherwise, for the rest of it, we are doing okay. I might drop that down a little bit too, and then go into jump into production actually. What are we deficiting out on? Well, that's fixed by oil. Food we're very short on, and for once convenience food is actually up, so it's food, textiles that seem to be the problem for now, and services were just absolutely pouring out the door. So if I go down to drop down, don't usually like tussling with this so much because it can cause all sorts of warp, but we will put food down just to allow it to catch up. So hopefully that will get a few more residents going. So most of all, we went from 28,000 to 68,000. As you can see, it's just it jumps around when the simulator is going a bit, up to 71, 72,000 as more and more people keep it moving in. And so far, all the indicators are currently green, apart from noise pollution, which I can alter through some bylaws through over in this area. If I really wanted to play around or basically drop that down if I wanted to reduce the noise and all that, and that would be under the bylaw of buildings being insulated and with double glazing. I say that with parenthesis. As you can see, we still have people moving in on top of everything else. You can probably hear the background noise. So that is going to take quite a while to clear, but that's okay. We truck along. Meantime, what we can also do is just we're just basically keeping an eye on everything as we go through. All our production, taxes, and population are fine, so I'm not really too worried there. And the transit system is functioning well after some quick fixes I had to do back over at Foxy's Dive, just to make sure we're all running fine. So basically what we've got to do is, everyone loves being close to the sea, which is in a way a great thing, but at the same time we still need to get those places that are empty filled up. Don't worry, they're all covered by transit. It's just that they want to be really close to where the action is, so in a planning sense that is that's a good thing, to be honest. I couldn't actually really ask for so-called ask for better, in that sense that they want to be close to the action. For the rest of it though, yeah, you can come out here, guys, out to the city fringe. Yeah, it's quite funny it did that. Just make sure I haven't upset the transit system. No, I haven't. But what we can do is extend, because the buses run down here, so just makes sense anyway. Whoops, missed the spot. Because there's also a lot of parking in the interior here as well, and they're not even touching that, so it's a case of okay. And I can also, if I really wanted to, do that as I said, there's always more than one way to skin the cat. Should we? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's catching up again. So we'll just, so 3.4 basically what we're gonna, let's see, they're more moving in now, but high density is going to be in demand for quite a while because of the age of the city, for one, and two, what we're trying to get at, because if I remember the wiki properly, high density suits professionals and young families, and as they get older they move out to the medium and lower densities as we continue on through. Now I'll leave that there for now, it's not bugging anyone. Yeah, so still quite can still get a lot of residents to move in. Industry and office are going to be high, it's just the way the city is at the moment. Commercial will be a little bit off. Oh, we've got a cargo train coming in. And he's bringing in quite a bit of stuff too. And the trucks will go and distribute that around accordingly. Okay, so they will fill up in that. So the buses are all fine, trams are all fine. Basically everything is running fine. Oh, no, here we go. We're going to go back into rapid growth mode because they'll probably start, as they fill up this area. I can't fill it up anymore, and as they level up to level 5, which they are slowly. They'll start pushing out into... let's see if I can catch one in. They'll start pushing out into some of the medium density stuff, which is always a good thing. They'll come around to that when they're ready. I'm not going to particularly force it. Alright, that just means for the moment, let's get some buses set up, and then actually we might do a little bit over on the islands. And that. This is really bad today. Okay, just one moment, folks. We'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, just had to fix up a glitch, but otherwise we're fine. So, I'm actually just going to shoot back down here quickly. Oh, it is actually going to allow it. That's quite interesting, actually. I was actually going to shoot. Oh, well, we'll do those, and yeah, just to block your views. I'll put that down for the moment. Anyway, back over we go. Basically, this is just going to run online, and we're going to be right back again while I just quickly set these bus routes up. Alright, just set the 3 bus routes out to serve this area in here, and this area here, which falls outside of the tram network, which you can still see running around. So if you look, this is what we're trying to get up, but we're absolutely struggling to do at the moment, as we've still got people moving in or going home, but it takes a long time. It's going to take a while for them to get there, so you have to let the simulator run for quite a while before you want to really start flooding it with more housing again, because that can turn out to be quite a detriment, and you don't want that to happen unless you want things packing up very, very fast. Well, it's going to be the case until we just get more residents in the area. There's not much we can do about that at the moment. We can where our commercial tax is at. Oh, there's so much commercial floating around compared to industry, I'm not surprised. Now that goes all the way back over to Worry. So yeah, looking back at from 3.3 to 3.4, the urban area is all filled out of that, and little by little, bit by bit, the residents are moving in. It's just going to take time for the simulator to work itself through. If we can get more industry online, that would be certainly helpful, but for now, we keep going with what we've got as the residents continue to move in. But I would say from the noise you can hear, it is quite, you can see the trams all in motion. In fact, we might actually quite a lively city. In fact, I'm tempted to drop down, and we'll follow one of the trams around. Just that, is this people still moving in? No, they're all going. Yeah, it's a mixture of that and shopping. They love their late night shopping. Quite irony in that. I could do thriving nighttime economies. Daytime economies are always a bit meh. So a lot of these are people going home. Yeah, a lot of people are moving into the lower order medium density stuff. Okay, so the case of basically I've put it back on pause at the moment because we're going to probably do some tram rides in that. Yeah, see, a lot need to be backfilled. And to be honest, those are also technically the wrong ones as well. The southwestern ones are better for this. They'll fill out when they're ready. And I'll take all the credit I can get there. Okay, we're coming into nighttime, so yeah, 3.4 is a short one. So basically, in recap, you can see how the city centre has completely shot up and is on its way. This will fill out more as we get more highly educated people coming in. So I have done a bit of a subsidy at the moment to try and get more in here, and also to get some uneducated in here. They go through the schooling system and work their way through, so it's always good to have them in as well. Population, we went from 28,000 to 68, now we're about 72. It's bouncing up and down at the moment as this makes its way through. And both Manukau Way and Manukau Riverside, they're not at their full potential yet, but they will fill up as people first move into the high density, and then they'll start coming out to the medium density and stuff. As for industry, which is a bit of a continued problem at the moment, well, we're going to set Huntley up for that in 4.0. So you need not worry there. And we'll also get some other stuff online like airports, because we're now big enough to take an airport. In the meantime, to take the pressure off here as well, we will start establishing these islands out. I'll probably do it as Eastern European, a mixture of Eastern European and Japan as we just start leapfrogging across. Actually, I could do... might do it all as Japan in this one. Oh no, I've got Eastern European, so I'll do Eastern European in the one, although I don't think Japan has stations. No, they don't, so it doesn't matter anyway. As you can see, they're moving. They're moving around. That just means their home they're looking for is just simply not available. Well educated, so they just can't find anything at the moment. Although technically they have. Yeah, there they go. Although I say they're wanting to move into something a little bit more. Something a little more spacious. We'll see soon enough. But for the most part, we have brought the city centre online in its two supporting areas. Oh yeah, and they're starting to come in now. Oh yeah, here they come. Slowly but surely. And these traffic problems are just going to be with us for a while as everyone continues to move in. Oh, and before we jump out and do some rides, although I might yeah, they're all moving efficiently. They're all getting to their destinations. when you've got everyone piling in, it's going to create a bit of a problem. What we'll do is use this as an overflow to capture any from here. So we'll use the Eastern European and the Japanese sets to do this as we jump islands, and we'll stitch that up over here somewhere. So use this row and stitch it up. But this whole island set I won't do as a series. This will just be done off screen, and then you'll just see it come online when I jump into 4.0 and then move into 5.0, which is going to be a big run up here to keep things moving along here. And oh dear. Yep, this is everyone just still moving in, or are we also moving goods? Oh yeah, no, they're filling up here too now. So it's pretty much busy all over the city. Is it a good thing? Yes. Do we have problems? Yes. But are they fixable? Yes. This is you've just got to go through the that. And then just chuck some walls up. But you just have to grin and bear it. Grin and bear it. It's the... Even here's still pretty well flat out at the moment. So even the first parts of the city, Kaimai and Wuri, is still flat out as well. As I said. I'm not going to entirely bust a nut over it. It's a case of we just keep an eye. This is where the ride series come into play. You just keep a very tight eye on it, as well as getting to see your city at ground level. So again, we'll move out over here for 4.0, and hey, all is going well. So as it has been with the 3.0 series, everything leading up to here across the city as a whole, as we hit 75,000, start to nudge towards 75,000, is all made by deliberate choices of how I've planned everything in 1.x, 2.x, and 3.x, and it's going to continue on as I do 4.x. Are they still running this? Yep. And the decisions are not always end up good. Some of them end up a bit of a crapshoot, but you work through it and you fix them up. But so far, happy with where the city is coming so quickly, and looking very much forward to continuing to bring it through to 150,000 as we continue to expand out. Now I will have in the link screen to a blog post on those deliberate choices made in the and the so-called methodology of how we got up to here to 3.4 and a prelude into 4.0. At the end of the day, the life as a planet is never dull. You know, it's always very creative. There we go, and that's fixed that. That will fix that. That will stop the rat running. Haha. And I just need to fix that up again. No pedestrians here. So they will just get on, and then they all have to go around the corner. I am really thankful that healthcare, leisure, and it seems my citizens also seem to agree as well. We get the odd complaint, but for the most part, the city is thriving well, and we're producing a good surplus, and all our production, apart from oil, which I need to set up, for the most part is coping fine. Because I need more farms and more industry to set that up. So that's where we are with 3.4. 4.0 will cover Huntley over to the right hand side of the screen again. So we'll get that all ready to go. I will do the Manukau River Islands off screen using the Eastern European and the Japanese set. And then after Huntley in 5.0, we'll start getting some of these other areas set up, including an airport, so our train commuter services, etc, etc, etc. That's because the population's still skewed here. It's still trying to work that part out. That is still very unbalanced at the moment. Don't think I can do much at the moment with... Don't think I can, because I think that there could be just some clashing out with between the mods and the game as a whole, so you basically ignore it. We're still running away as it is. Oh, look at that. Ah, all the way over here. Oh, it's one of the anchor buildings too. So if you need a hotel, there you go. I'm Palpatine001, aka the Senate, and this is 3.4, doing a recap of where we've gotten up to post leading the simulator rip in 3.x. 4.0, we shoot over to Huntley to do industry. And then I should also start getting ready some of the ride series videos as well. In the meantime, plan safe, build safe, and as always, drink responsibly. Over at that's Foxy. You're taking it away from the nightlife. But as I said, plan safe, build safe, live safe, and as always, drink responsibly, team. In the meantime, take care.